Yeah, so Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion are the three generally recognized major credit reporting agencies, and about a decade ago, they formed VantageScore, which is a credit scoring system or a platform, and they're now on the fourth generation of this particular score, and this score is used by lenders to determine whether or not they want to do business with you and under what terms. And so think of the credit score as almost like the numeric representation of the information on your credit report or the grade you get from a test.
Right. I mean, that's why you feel judged, right? And you want to make sure that you get the best grade and do the best that you can, because it can impact so many different areas of your life. So what do our viewers need to know about what's new with this iteration? And how do they make sure that they keep their credit score healthy if there is a new way to look at their history?
Yeah, historically, credit scores have only looked at the credit report and really were concerned about what your balances were from the prior month, not necessarily what your balances were a year ago or 2 years ago. That's different. That's going to change this fall with this new version of the score. It is now going to look at the chronology or the trajectory of your balances over time to determine if you are someone who generally maintains low or responsible balances on your credit cards, or if you are somebody who is constantly banging up against that credit limit, which makes you look much more risky to borrowers, which is going to mean a lower score, which could mean higher interest rates on loans you get in the future.
Well, what if you're the sort of person that thinks, okay, I'm going to use 1 or 2 credit cards because I get points, because that's what the credit cards are really selling to us these days. And so my balance is fairly high, but, I pay it off. I don't carry that debt with me. Does that mean someone that does that to get airplane miles or, points to use at the grocery store, could that person be hurt by this new way of reading the history of what you carry months and months and months ago?
So you just described my credit card usage exactly right. I am a transactor, meaning that I use my credit card. I use it a lot because I like the rewards, but I pay it in full every single month, so I never carry a balance or revolve from month to month. My profile from a risk perspective is very, very low, because the likelihood of me missing payments going forward is almost non-existent. And so people like me and you and others who tend to use cards, earn the points, but then pay them off, they're using them responsibly, they're actually going to have a higher score under this new system, and they're going to be rewarded by doing so, versus someone who is carrying large balances, making only a minimum payment, paying massive interest on the balance they carry month over month. Those folks are a ticking time bomb, and these credit scoring systems are now going to penalize that particular borrower type because their usage is not optimal.
Got it. I wish I was better at figuring out all those point systems. I mean, there's some people that are great at that. So we're going to have another segment on that, John. Just really quick, if there's one thing our viewers could do today to improve their credit score, what would it be?
Well, the most actionable thing you can do is turn a balance on a credit card to 0, which means that the best you can do to pay it down, if you can't pay it completely off, pay it as low as you possibly can get it and as quickly as possible, because remember, every single month that chronology is rolling. So what you did last month, the month before is now going to become very meaningful in your score.